People dream of downsizing to a smaller home. Less cleaning, less clutter, more freedom. But here's the harsh reality. For many people, downsizing doesn't look like freedom at all. It actually feels like a nightmare. Loss of space, loss of comfort, sometimes even loss of who you actually are. In this video, I'll reveal what happens when you move to a smaller home. Most importantly, I'll show you how to avoid regret, so your new home gives it back to you instead of taking it away. For those of you who are new to the channel, hello and welcome. My name is Lorenzo and I'm an Italian architect based in London. I'm also the founder of Semtioni Architects. I've walked this road with several clients before. Some downsized and never looked back. Others went small and felt trapped. The difference is not luck. It's the choices they made before and after the move. So today we'll uncover 3 realities of small home living that could change everything. Or at least, I hope it will. Let's get into it. Here we are. Number 1, the emotional shock. Downsizing to a smaller home isn't just a move, it's a life transition. For decades, your home may have held your children's laughter, your holiday dinners, your milestones. Suddenly, you're asked to fit all of those memories into a smaller box. The harsh reality is that people mostly underestimate the grief that comes with it. They expect it to feel light and liberating, but at first it does feel heavy, like giving away chapters of your own story. Sometimes I'm even sad if I have to get rid of books that I don't even read anymore, because I feel they belong to somehow a version of myself that is tied to the past. But it's kind of hard to let it go. But hey, let's move on. If you downsized already or you are seriously thinking about it, the sadness or indecision that comes with it, the doubt, doesn't really mean that you're doing the wrong thing. I think it's part of the process and it can also give you joy. Fewer rooms to clean, less to maintain, and often more time for the people and passions that truly matter to you. But if you're not prepared for the emotional shock that comes with downsizing, it can blindside you and make you doubtful of the whole decision. Number 2, the layout trap. Now let's get practical, shall we? Because once you made peace with the move, the next challenge is the space itself. And guess what? Here's where architects like me can become quite useful. A small home can feel cozy or it can feel like a cage. What's the difference then? The layout. Let me show you 3 versions of the same small home. It's a 2-bedroom apartment that I imagine could work very well in London. But before I walk you through the 3 layouts, I want to actually show you how I created them. I used a fantastic tool called Rayon Design to create the layouts I'm going to show you. And honestly, it quickly became one of my go-to platforms. Rayon Design works fantastically with floor plans. That means whether you are an architect like me or just someone trying to figure out how to make a small home work better, it makes experimenting incredibly easy. In just a few minutes, I can sketch out a room, drop in furniture, and instantly see how different layouts will feel. It's fast, it's visual, and it's so much more intuitive than traditional design software. What I also love is how collaborative it is. You can share your design with a family member, for example, or a collaborator, or even someone like me. So you can work together in real time, and everyone can see the possibilities right away. And the best part is that it's free to get started. I will leave a link below, so please go and have a look. You don't have to be a professional designer like me. Everyone can actually use it. It's very simple, but it can be transformative for your home. Now let me actually show you the 3 layouts I created with Rayon Design and how each one can give a completely different flavor to the space where you live. That's it. Let's start with the closed layout. In this layout, every area of the apartment is boxed in by walls. On paper, it feels quite neat and organized. It's a very simple layout, this one here, for a 2-bedroom flat. So you have 1 bedroom, which it's okay for, 1 person. It's got a single bed. There's another bedroom with an ensuite toilet, which is quite good. I love them. There's a spacious living room that faces onto a nice balcony where you can eat outside. This kitchen here is not massive, but you know, it's quite good to have it separated. I actually made a video about having kitchens separated compared to open plan, which I think is a good idea. Each of these rooms has its own door, but in a small home, these walls swallow precious square footage. Suddenly, you're left with tiny boxes and narrow hallways. It can actually feel more like living in a maze as opposed to a home. Even though this is a pretty common layout, and as I said, I really like the kitchen being fully separated from the living room, there are two more possibilities that we can explore, and I really hope that you can adapt them to your own. Okay, so this one is the straightforward solution, let's say the most common one, but I think we can do better than that. So let me show you the other two options. Here we are with option 2, which is the open layout. So I think this is actually the opposite as the previous one. So you have minimal walls and everything flows. Specifically, I'm talking about the living room. So in this configuration, the living, dining and kitchen all share one big space. And maybe this can also be turned into a sleeping area, for example, if you have a sofa bed. The upside, especially for small apartments like this one, is that it feels much more airy and larger compared to the previous version. Light moves freely and the space is perfect for gatherings. But here's the issue with this layout, okay? One pile of laundry in the corner or a messy sink, and suddenly the entire home feels cluttered. Privacy disappears, cooking smells spread everywhere, and if more than one person lives here, it's hard to escape each other's noise. Okay, so what's the solution then, you might ask? Come on, Lorenzo, you can think better than this. Yes, I can. The hybrid layout. That's my favorite option. It is where you mix openness with flexible dividers. It could be sliding panels, open shelving, or even a curtain that tucks away where you don't need it. Specifically for this layout that you can see here, what I had in mind is a crystal window with a mitre corner. I think I really like this one here because it gives a lot of transparency, but it can keep the two different functions separated by sliding doors. So you have a spacious kitchen here and the living room on the left side. You keep the visual spaciousness, but you can also create zones when you want privacy, calm, or order. For example, you can slide a panel across to separate the sleeping area when guests are over, or you can use shelving that doubles as storage and a divider. This way, the same small footprint adapts to different moods and needs. And it's not as chaotic as the open plan option. It's kind of a hybrid, but it's my favorite one. It's versatile. And let's be frank, in small homes, versatility is everything. When downsizing to a smaller home, many people just accept the layout as it is. Maybe they like the house for some different reasons. But trust me, the layout makes a huge difference. It decides whether your downsizing feels liberating or suffocating. It's the invisible hand that shapes your daily comfort. Number 3, the hidden costs. Here's the other part that really makes me think about downsizing twice. The costs. Downsizing doesn't always save money. Many people actually think of downsizing so they can save money, but the result is pretty much the opposite. Yes, your mortgage could be lower, but there's many more costs that creep in. You'll probably need new furniture that actually fits the smaller home. You might pay for storage because not everything can come with you. Built-ins and clever storage solutions often cost more than you think. And the biggest one, time. If your space isn't planned and managed correctly, you'll end up spending hours decluttering, reorganizing, and trying to make things right. The problem here is that a small home that is not adapted to your specific needs, it can become way more expensive than you think. But there's always a good side of things, right? So if you plan it well, the value that you gain, simplicity, comfort, peace of mind, are actually priceless. Thanks for watching the video. I've made several videos about downsizing, so especially for people like you who might actually think about downsizing, have a look at them and let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments below which one of these 3 realities that I presented to you today in this video seems the hardest for you. The emotional shock, the layout trap, or the hidden costs. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. For some of you, I think there's a new thing on YouTube called Hype. There's a button right below the video called Hype. So if you ever thought about hyping any of my videos, that's your chance now. And thank you. I've got many ideas that I'm cooking in my mind for this channel. However, lately I've been thinking about a new series called Homes Inside Out, where basically I look at your homes and give my perspective as a professional architect. So I will leave the link in the description below, and if you are kind enough to send me photos or videos of your home, I might be able to select the one that I think is the most suitable for a forthcoming video, which hopefully you will like. Until the next one, ciao.